right there on top of the moon. We could sit and do nothing.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Safira Maharani, number 29. Here I'm gonna tell you my review about Moxie movie. First is orientation. Moxie is a movie that adapted from Jennifer Matthews' novel with the same name. This movie is about a group of girls named Moxie that formed by a 16-year-old girl named Vivian to fight about sexism, racism, and feminism at their school. But everything is not going well because there are many of problems that must be faced by them. Second is evaluation. At first, Vivian is a shy and quiet girl. She always avoiding a conflict that happened at her school. She always be obedient at everything. Her life changed after she met a new girl named Lucy that having a conflict and treated in a racist manner with Michelle, a boy who always act arbitrary. She realized that she has to make a movement. Vivian started making of pamphlets and brochures anonymously about feminism and racism to make other students aware about the problem. There are many of problems that happen at her school, especially the boys who always harasses the girls and consider that the girls are weak and can't do anything. They are also bullying the black girls at school, which is very annoying. Vivian could not take it anymore. Vivian was inspired by her mom, who always did the same thing when she was a teenager. Her efforts were successful and many of students joined her to fight together. But everything not always going well because inviting many of students that having different backgrounds and privilege to become a group is not that easy as Vivian thought. She must be able to understand and broaden her mindset. She also had to face a lot of problems. The worst part is Moxie must be dissolved. At the end, Vivian had to admit that she was the founder of Moxie and explaining to everyone why she formed Moxie. Every people at school finally became to support Moxie and realized that everything that happened so far is wrong. Their minds began to open up. Next is interpretation. The acting of all the cast is awesome. They play their roles well and full of spirit. But the way Moxie conveying about feminism is unclear because it puts too many of less important elements which makes the audience out of focus. For example is the relationship between Vivian and her mom. That part should be more clear because Vivian's idea came from her mom, but the scene about Vivian and her mom at the movie is too short. One more element that not really important is the romantic relationship between Vivian and Seth. Sometimes teen movies are always having a subplot romantic or sexual visualization that makes the main message is not clear. And also the relationship between Vivian and Seth reducing woman superwoman element that a woman can be independent, tough, and happy without a man in their lives. And the last is summary. I really like this movie. I think this movie is really great for a teenager because it has a lot of moral value. This movie also shows us how to fight for wrong things that should not be allowed. This movie also tells us all of the women around the world to be brave and not be mistreated by men. We can do what we want to do and do things without under the pressure of men. So that's my review about Moxie movie. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.